Hello there.
Jurassic World Rebirth is building up a ton of hype around this new entry in the Jurassic franchise, and when we talk about this movie, a lot of the rumors currently circulating about Jurassic World Rebirth are centering around the villain, and that the villain is essentially said to be a mutant villain dinosaur. We're going to get into it in this video, and we're going to break down the new look that we have at this mutant villain dinosaur, a much better look than the one that we talked about here in the last week. So we're going to break it down in this video and talk everything Jurassic World Rebirth. So if you guys enjoy my Jurassic content, consider subscribing. I have a bunch more stuff like this on my channel right now, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
Now, over on X a few days ago, they released what looked to be a mashed together image of what this new villain is set to look like in the Jurassic World Rebirth movie, and it's really exciting, it's really hype. A lot of people in the comments still don't believe that it's real. They think I'm like trolling, but nonetheless, this is the real deal, and this is what we are set to see in Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, what you're seeing here is a mashed together image of some concept art from Jurassic Park 4, as well as a original concept design for the Muto from Godzilla 2014. But what we have today is a new image showing a much better representation of what this mutant dinosaur is supposed to look like. Now, this was leaked out over on Discord, but you can see here that this is a much better representation, I think, of what we are supposed to see in this movie. It looks a lot less like some campy Photoshop, and I feel like this person probably made this in response to a lot of people saying that the original image was fake or whatever. But we can see here that the design is very much similar to like something that we saw in Adam Driver's dinosaur movie. I think it was called 65, but it also just has a conventional design that looks a little bit similar to some of the old movie monsters that we have seen in other movies, from Godzilla 2014 to the Cloverfield movie. There's kind of a generic design that's going on here that reminds me a lot of other creatures that we have already seen pop up in other movies, but I think this is a really good drawing, and if this creature ends up looking like this in the final movie, I think this is going to be pretty cool to see on film. And as I said before, I think if it ultimately comes down to the story, guys, and the writing, if the writing is good, then I think they can go in a lot of different directions with this franchise. But if they get the writing down pat, I think this will be a natural next step progression for the Jurassic franchise from what we've already seen seeded in previous Jurassic Park movies and Jurassic World movies as well. Now, in addition to this look at this new mutant dinosaur villain, we are also getting leaks about potential other like hybrid looking dinosaurs that are set to appear in the film. And there's a quote here from the Lost Park Jurassic World book that said Hammond's little genetic zoo was a showcase, but this island was the real thing. This is where dinosaurs were made, and it's kind of touching on a concept that the books touched on, that the movies have yet to touch on, which I think we're going to see here in this next Jurassic World movie, which is that the dinosaurs that were made, a lot of the ones that were shown in the Jurassic Park film were the showcase dinosaurs. It was essentially like the picture of a Big Mac that you see on a McDonald's advertisement, and not the one that they actually make in a lab, and all of the various disgusting contents and genetically processed food that goes into this McDonald's burger. They're just showing you the image of what it looks like in an advertisement, and it doesn't even look the same as it looks when you unwrap it. So that's kind of the concept that they were pushing in the Jurassic Park books, which is what you see are the heavily refined final products, and not the errors, not the genetic mutations that are made along the way, and not the dinosaurs that just don't end up coming out quite right. Those ones are either killed or just aren't shown in any capacity. And I think this Jurassic World Rebirth movie is going to touch on a lot of these concepts, and this is what we are seeing here with this image of what looks to be apparently maybe a dinosaur for this upcoming Jurassic World Rebirth movie. Now, I'm gonna say this again, this is not an official image from the film. However, this is probably once again some kind of concept image made by a fan to represent some of the things that we may see in this next Jurassic World movie. So comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think about this latest look at the Jurassic World Rebirth villain, some kind of mutant evolved hybrid dinosaur that's just going to be some kind of mutation that is essentially made in a lab. I'm feeling like this is what we are going to find out is the big twist at the end of the movie, and potentially even human dinosaur hybrids, which I think that would really be far-fetched. I don't know if we're actually going to see that in the movie. I think this giant monstrosity is a lot closer to some of the creatures that we end up seeing in this latest Jurassic World movie. And on top of that, we also have a look at what the Spinosaurus is supposed to look like in Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, this was an image that was also shared on Discord saying that essentially in Jurassic World Rebirth, this is very close to the color palette and design that we are going to see of this new Spinosaurus, which does once again prove that Jurassic World Rebirth is going much more paleo accurate, but it's also changing up the commonly known designs of these dinosaurs. And we may even get like a different looking T-Rex. We heard rumors of a sibling pair of T-Rexes that we're going to see in this movie. So if the Spinosaurus ends up looking like this, if the T-Rex ends up looking different, and then of course we end up getting this hybrid mutant dinosaur villain, it seems like we are in for a very different kind of Jurassic Park movie, or Jurassic World movie, very similar to a lot of the Jurassic Park 3 vibes, and those are things that the leaks have said as well, that we are going to get a much darker tone similar to the first Jurassic Park and the third Jurassic Park movie. So comment down below what you guys think about these latest leaks, about this look at the mutant villain dinosaur, as well as the look at what the Spinosaurus could potentially look like in this latest Jurassic World movie. And for this video, guys, that's all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.